Oh, what's up, peeps? How are we doing? Hope you all survived the Christmas holiday. Some of you all might still be celebrating over the coming weekend and whatnot, but if you are, make sure you do it safely and happily. Yeah. So, I have been slacking like big time and did not hit another one of these episodes recorded like I wanted to. We've just been playing a lot of games lately. So we're gonna probably hit this tree. Well, not probably, we are. Put one across the back. Happy or not, we'll see. So let's end this day. Okay. So let's go sell this load and then we'll come back and rest. We might, I don't know. Then we'll hit this tree. Sold, and then we'll we're gonna move into September. And hope you guys have all been doing good. Had a good holiday, safe holiday. I would eventually like to get our own little sawmill going, but that's going to cost quite a bit of money. And we're not there yet. What does it cost to... $500 to put a trailer hitch on, and goodness. Well, I thought I put that other trailer in here. I mean, I mean, that trailer's pretty in size. Thought I'd put another one. Hang on. I'm gonna save what was in my head. I thought I activated the one trailer that we've used before. I thought, perhaps not. Alright, so now how much is that trailer? 2,500. So we need 3 grand for that, or we need 500. And this is pallets. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe one's just a tipper, one's not. So 1,500 wouldn't have us a little trailer, but that thing's massive behind the little tot, but it'll be alright. If it works, it'll save us some trips. I bet $500 for a hitch is a little, high, but well, worth it. Load. Put another one up top, maybe? Oh, buddy. Okay. Then we want to move. We want to move into September, and then we can start working on another little section of our field that I want to put down. I think we'll be able to. Yeah. We have canola in right now, so we want to move into put barley in. Barley or wheat. Well, barley we can. We'll be able to harvest it sooner. I don't know when. We did put oats in until the spring. Alright. I would like to put this down a little, some kind of silence thing. How much silence sells for. We have one more piece of wood. But that sold for less. That's I don't know, go ahead and well, that's 2,500. That one is. So. I don't know. I don't know yet. I feel like we're gonna need a little bit of money to get through the night. All of our like land costs, equipment costs, all that kind of stuff. So maybe we should just tough this out and then we'll buy. We have to buy. Maybe not. I'm about to move that thing, but right. What? Fixed. What? Um, so let me put it up top. Or not. Alright, let's get rid of this. this will be the last load. Maybe that was it. And it is. Okay. It is. Alright, let's haul this off, and then we'll move into September. I mean, we have enough. We do not. I mean, technically we do. And put down one of these. Oh, and put it there. And then this stuff spawns out the other side. Hang on. Oh, goodness. I mean, we could and just let it go. So that would be 400. How much would it be for the water tank? 700 bucks. Good morning, Joe. How are ya? I appreciate you. Appreciate the like. Appreciate you stopping in. I don't know if we'll still be on or not. I don't know. But appreciate you. You have a safe trip to Tulsa. And we might see you later. I don't know. We might still be on. Who knows? Alright, sounds good. Making blue for water. This one could. Let's see how much this builds us. This brings us. I mean, the $400 greenhouse, that would be another passive income coming in. I mean, it's gonna take a minute because that greenhouse is that slow, but I'm okay with that. This is probably only in us a couple $100. Honestly. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the water tank. I mean, what? What, $121 versus, okay, so not really in silos. So 5 and then 3,500. I think we'll go ahead and go for the greenhouse. Let's buy a water tank. Oh, And we're gonna paint it blue. How about that blue? Alright, so we're gonna buy that. So pick it up. Both of them fit. Shit. Close enough. No! I mean, technically, we have enough money to buy a hitch and a trailer, but I want to wait till we come back in. We have enough money to cover our costs. And I'm not. Where do we own? So we own this out to the front of all that. I mean, we could line up. We'll leave that alone. Talks about putting goats. Other side chickens. Maybe we'll just, I don't know, we'll put the greenhouse. Maybe. Alright, so fit like 1, 2, 3, 4 if we wanted to. A couple of them over here. One minute. There's some water. I don't think we have a spit. That's just decoration. Oh, that's cool. You have to open the cover to fill it. That makes sense. So, what do we want to grow? I don't want to grow tomatoes. I want to grow tomatoes. Do tomatoes sell the highest? Probably not, but tomato, and then you have what, lettuce? Lettuce sells the highest. I mean, let's. How about we do lettuce for now? There's a line on it. That's awesome. We'll hit a couple more, and then we'll move into elements. I'll put this away. So let's put this away too. Held enough feed, I think. We'll have to hit him some more. Oh, sweet. So like $70. Okay, so we'll listen to that. So how? Oh, that's some ends. Nice. Didn't go through too much food, but nice. Good job, chicks. How would we do this? What the hell are they? I want to lock. Hang on, let's save before this. Yeah, before this goes awry. Shift. Alright, so I think we're gonna do this side over here barley. And then we'll have this for something else. I don't know what, but maybe we'll unlock that axis. Alright, I like that. That works for me. Nice. Alright, so we got a lot of plowing to do. Let's go. Let's do it. We'll have a pallet of lettuce spawn sometime soon. right down the middle. Close enough. Alright. Hello, Daniel. I'm unboxing day to you. What is going on, buddy? Just woke up, so it's been day so far. There you go. There you go. There you go. That was pretty good. That was good. Very simple. Just me and the wife and the daughter had ours that morning, and then yesterday morning, and then the boy and his girlfriend come down. So they were here about, I don't know, hour-ish, maybe a little bit more before we headed over to my mom and dad's, and then we had Christmas dinner and Christmas over there, and that was good. It was good. How was yours? Hit our cardio in this morning. Found this morning. It was good. Send kids for breakfast and open gifts. Nice. And you said that's what what the plan was. Nice. I got a new coat, which we have to exchange it out for a little bit bigger size, but I had a new coat for Christmas, and I wanted a wax warmer to put in the game room to give us a little bit of ambiance, maybe. So I had the coat and the wax warmer from the wife and the daughter. We're getting in steps this morning. Hello, PCS, how are you? And then I had, the wife and I had a knife set, like a kitchen knife set from my parents, and then I had a shirt and a $25 Amazon card from the parents, and then a $50 Steam card from my brother, so we'll have to be looking at maybe new games to buy on Steam. We got a new controller, new gaming mouse, and new headphones. Nice. Oh yeah, I did. Oh yes, I did more than okay, for sure. Very happy with what I did. I've been needing a new coat for a while. Like, just a coat for like, if we go somewhere that's not a work coat, you know? Right, if it was down here. Oh yeah, yeah. I got her a couple things that the daughter wanted to enter, and then I got her a gift card or a gift certificate to a little shop boutique in like the town that's like 10 minutes from us. She came in the idea last week that they went in there. They were on Main Street, they stopped in this little shop, and then she found it. Sweater that she liked, but she wasn't gonna buy it for herself, so then I went in there and got her a gift certificate so she can go buy the sweater that she wants. So yeah, we got all that. That's good. So we did we did put us a couple little grass strips in here. That way we wouldn't kind of, I don't know, just kind of separate stuff off. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. And then I had myself and my brother and my son. Last year I had they're little bitty like Matchbox cars. I don't even know what happened to mine. Mine's somewhere. But anyway, they come in this like looks like a little plastic toolbox. And it was like a little miniature Matchbox car. So I had the three of us, Monster Jam. So they're like this guy. It's a little micro monster truck. So I had this all a blind bag, so you open it up, you don't know which one you're hitting. It's kind of fitting I had the monster truck zombie. When playing, when playing Fallout, we've been playing some zombie games, so it's kind of fitting. So let's... You haven't seen Matchbox cars since you're a kid? I gotcha. What is a dinky car? What is that? What is this? Because we had Matchbox, we had Hot Wheels, was it car toy bigger, a little bit bigger than that? Okay, I gotcha. Oh, we had some of those. What were they called? Miazzo? They started with an M. They're kind of an Italian name, I think. But we had Matchbox, we had Hot Wheels, obviously. Erdl, like we had Farm. We had the Erdl, like tractors and whatnot. I had a ton of those growing up, like a lot. You had the first Hot Wheels set. Nice. With the loop track. I have a lot of that stuff. I don't know where they're at. I have them somewhere. But I had a lot of the Hot Wheels from like the 70s. Like late 70s, early 80s. When I was in the hospital and people would bring in oh, I have them. They're somewhere. I have some of them. They're just probably not in the quality they should be in, but I mean... I had a whole, like, big wooden toy box full of Hot Wheels back in the day. Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars. I used to have, well, somebody had a video of the Hot Wheels cities. You ever see those? They're like a carrot case. They're pretty good size. They're probably, I don't know, 3 foot long, maybe like 3 foot wide, and they would unfold and there's like a city inside of them. I used to have like 3 or 4 of them. Gas station, a railroad. Yeah, what nice. I think I had one that had a city in it too, where you can, like it was like a city hall or something that had like a 2 or 3 tier building that you had to pull up and it would snap and those were like the days. I never had Lionel trains. My grandpa did. I had an old, I think it was maybe it was my dad's. Well, I know Dad had a Taito slot car track, and then I had a Dukes of Hazzard slot car track with the General Lee, and then it had Roscoe's cop car on it too. Had a jump, like, it was pretty cool. That's been gone for a long time. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna, over here, we're gonna go probably for about another 45 minutes. And then an episode of this. And then we're gonna go over on the purple side. Unless we hit a ton of people in here, but we're gonna go long enough to get this field done. And then I think we're gonna go over on the purple side, and we're gonna do some Fallout. And then later on, like this afternoon tonight, I think we're gonna start up the whole Hogwarts thing. First real car was a brand new 1977. Ooh. Nice. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy to think about that? Morning, Jason. What's going on, buddy? Hope you all had a good Christmas. John and I were kind of talking about it a while ago, but hope you guys all had a good Christmas. Or you're still celebrating. I hope you have a good Christmas. The Hornin trees. Gotcha. I thought we'd hop on here this morning, hit maybe a couple hour episode of this in, since I was kind of slacking last week. And, well, and to be fair, we did have a holiday in there. Didn't really get any episodes put out on this or the traveling contractor. Alright, Johnny, we'll be here for a little while longer. A bit longer. Trimming apple trees. Was it not? No. Alright, Johnny, I appreciate you. So we're gonna end up putting barley in this field. But we'll get this field all done before we wrap up. There you go. I kind of thought that's what it was, like trimming some kind of tree, but now we know. Ba-ba-ba. Six of you awesome people hanging out this morning. Appreciate you all. Hitting a cardio in this morning. Y'all. So this fertilized. I could have done the double application. Is it fertilized? Is it lined? I don't know if we'll roll it and then fertilize, or fertilize and then roll it. Only matters which way you do it, but. You saw a push plow on the incident? Nice. I have to go check that out. Alright. So let's go swap this out with some lime. Some lime. Chickens spawn this out some eggs already. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'll usually find, like one person. Like, they'll have something, and I'll go to their page and then see what all they have. Let's move this over here, because we're gonna end up loading all this back in here. Alright, so let's... Yeah? Let's hit both of these. Alright. You also found roosters. I gotcha. Is that the John Deere one? Or is it a different one? Is that the row cultivator one? Yeah. Well, don't tip it over. Nice. I did kind of sort of hit the issue figured out on the pole sign, pole sign, however you say it, map, the one that we're doing the old iron on. So I got a tractor that's a little bit more horsepower on it. And that seemed to help. I had an older Alice. Still a small tractor, but it's at like 46 horsepower. And that seemed to help a lot. I also have a couple bigger, a little bit bigger, older John Deere tractors. Still have the flywheel on the side. They're like 60 horsepower, but you can take them that can be edited all the way up to 200. I'm like, eh. So I have them at 60, but I don't like how they pull the. I had an old John Deere disc that they can pull, but they can pull the disc at like 14 miles an hour. I'm like, I don't know if I like that, but. Yeah, and I don't. It's dumb to me, you know? Well, and I think a lot of it has to do with the new ground deformation. Well, and they said when it didn't come out, that was gonna be one thing. And then they added the whole kind of weight. They changed the way the tractors like behave with weight and whatnot. So, I mean, I get it. But you shouldn't need double the horsepower to pull a manure spreader, you know? Right, and that too. Yeah, I'm right. Well, it says 5 miles an hour. Yeah. Yeah, went and walk across the ground at 5, but yet a 25 horsepower tractor can't pull a manure spreader, it only needs 20. Well, that ain't gonna happen. I don't care. As long as they're selling copies, they don't care. They've made all the, all the hood modders. I'm not saying that there's not hood modders out there, but they've made most of, I should change it. They made most of the hood modders mad and run them all off. You think so? Well, I would assume with the way that they're letting people go and... yeah, closing offices and all that jazz. Yeah, I try not to. I mean, I know what you mean, but I try not to. I just, figure things are gonna happen regardless. I mean, things that are out of my control. I mean, I've already seen it once in my lifetime, and the whole after 9/11 and the way the economy was then. I don't know that we've ever really fully recovered from that, you know? Honestly. The 301 year? What do you mean by that? What? I don't follow that. And what, about half-ish? I mean, there's still something on that power? Still just a little bit on that. I got you. Gotcha. We might have enough. I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess it's all on how you believe it, you know? I don't. Right. I mean, we've not really that, but we don't go to church anymore because we got tired of the whole. We were wanting to help. We had the intent on what we believed was being a Christian, and that was helping others. And we had people within our church that were trying to limit us from that. So that is one of the reasons why we left. I mean, there was a couple other reasons, but that was the one of the main ones. Oh well, yeah, kind of not really a similar story, but my parents got married in the church that we went to. Um, it's a Disciples of Christ community Christian church. It's non-denominational, but we follow the Disciples of Christ. Anyway, my mom and dad got married there, and my dad was, and his family was Catholic, devout Catholics. And they told him that they were not married in the eyes of God because they were not married in the Catholic Church. Which I think is a bunch of BS, but the eyes of God doesn't segregate on the one church. Oh yeah, yeah, I've heard that too. I had a similar story. My cousin, yes, one of the Catholic churches that my cousin went to or was attending, the priest approached him and his wife and said something to that effect that, well, I noticed that you're not giving as much as you should, blah blah blah. So my cousin more or less told them to stick it, and they left and went to a different Catholic church. Mm-hmm. Oh, I've always said that too, that why do I have to put money? I've always said that. And I mean, I understand that most of that goes towards the building and whatever else, but Yeah, oh yeah. Churches are a business, for sure. Oh, you still, I think you still do now. Like, you have to go through classes and whatnot now. But the church that we were attending, like, it didn't matter what, what you, as long as you believed basically that there was a higher power, then you believed in God. That's all that mattered when it came to communion. Right. Well, and I'm not saying that I've done it to get out of putting money into the plate, but I mean, there's other ways to pay. Like, you can devote your time. And I feel that that's what we do. We devoted quite a bit of our time into doing good for our community. And like I said, when we kept getting like shot down and we kept hitting roadblocks, we just got tired of it. Like, well, fine, this is the way y'all want to be. And it wasn't everybody. It was one person. And to this day, it's still going on. So some things never change. Oh, there is. Let's see, let's get some more in here. How much we have left on this pallet? I've always been a believer that, you don't necessarily have to sit in a room, sit in a building with a cross on top of it to talk to him, you know? Oh, I totally believe that there's a higher power out there. If there wasn't, I wouldn't be here today. All the complications that I had when I was little, I wouldn't be here. My kids, if there wasn't, my kids wouldn't be here either. Alright, let's go grab our seer. Let's go ahead. There's a couple little spots down here that we can maybe finish this lime off. We won't need any more lime until we, well, we'll have 35. There. We won't need any more lime until the spring when we go to plow and seed in there. Alright. No. Let's get that out here. 700 liters. How much is in this? So we'll fill from that first. And then we'll fill from this. Alright. So we'll have this ready to go. Alright. Let's grab our seeder. We'll start seeding some barley. Whoa. Alright. Some barley. There we go. Well, I mean, I guess it's all in, you know, what we believe in. You know, what we believe in is the truth. Oh, is this? No, it's still 50%. Okay. um, it's 60 degrees right now outside. I don't know if we have. It was a little, had a little misty foggy when I got up, but yeah, there's nothing. It's supposed to be sunny today with a high of 62. But I know, holy crap, 62 today, tomorrow, 67 on Sunday with rain. So, get this. We have a high of 67 on Sunday, and Sunday night it's supposed to get down to 16 degrees. So, a 50-degree drop in temperature from Sunday afternoon to overnight. And then we're supposed to have a high of 27 on Monday. So going into work on Monday morning might be fun. We're supposed to get rain, and then it's supposed to like hit below freezing. That could be kind of fun. So nothing crazy right now. Not till Sunday night and the Monday, and then bam. But then Tuesday 35, Wednesday 41. It's all over the place. No. We're not hitting none of that stuff. Unless that's farther north of us, you know? Maybe that's what you're hitting? But I'm not sending you happy weather yet. Just wait. We might have to open this some more seeds. Another bite, maybe. Yeah, right? I would agree to that. I'll take snow all day long, but yeah, I don't do that ice. But usually around here, we'll end up getting ice underneath the snow. We've been lucky the last couple times, it's just been snow, but I don't like it when it rains and then decides to freeze and then put snow on top of that. That's always fun. I'm at close if we have enough or not. Oh, we didn't run out. Okay. So let's go. Let's go to the shop. Oh, I don't really have any seeds in there. Run. On this lime. I don't. And use some snowplow money? Oh, I bet. Alright. Let's open this and bite the seeds. Then we'll finish that field off. Seed it, we'll roll it. Or we can put some fertilizer on and then roll. Oh, the water had a little bit. Well, I'm back, Johnny-O. Yeah, I seen you had I seen your post about you had it covered up. Hopefully you don't have to cough up too much. I mean, suck. How about with this? I don't know what's. I don't know if it really matters. What's my two? I honestly don't really think it matters if you buy spring or winter barley. I don't. As far as farm sim goes, I don't think it really matters. I think when it comes down to it, it's going to be a set of seeds is what it's going to be. true. Yeah. How old is that barn, Jason? That bent barn. Alright. So this part? What did I... Oh, do fertilizer first. Actually, why don't we do this? It'll be a lot quicker. That's cool though. But that's still there. That's cool. And you'll never build another one like it. Like, you know, as far as structure and... Because, I mean, let's face it, all the timber and lumber we have now is all junk. Because it doesn't have near the strength that it did. Gotcha. That's still cool though. Need some work. Well, I would think if I was building it since 63 and I'm still standing, I'm probably need a lot of work. The house was built the next year. Nice. Is that something that's always been in your all's, like, in your family, like, lineage? Gotcha. Bought it in 44. Gotcha. I mean, that's still cool too, though. To have a farm for, that long. And to have buildings that are still, a barn and a house that are still there. And that's what? It's like 162 years old, right? That's how old the barn and the house are? Gotcha. Wow. And it's still standing. Like, that's wild. When you're looking at the houses that they build now, and they're still standing 50 years from now. Was pre-French Indian War. Oh wow. You have about an inch of snow on the ground mixed in with some rain and ice. Ugh. Wooden pin, ranch, homestead. I gotcha. That's cool. All kinds of history around you. And then some, right? 6 of you awesome people hanging out. Thank you all so much. Don't forget to smash that like button for me if you don't mind. Helps the channel out a ton. Wow. Helps the channel out. I don't know how much it helps out the channel anymore. But I would appreciate it. I don't know. I think the better question is how to use AI with this equipment. I don't know. Yep, you sure can. I don't know where she was going, but could. Mary Jameson that was kidnapped during the Indian raids. Married 15 miles away. I got you. No, I got you, Johnny. But I figured that's what you meant. That's all good. And just fertilizing this, and we're gonna roll it, push the rocks back in the ground. Something that could, good sized field. We'll have some there's quite a bit of food for our chickens. kind of run into the music. Kind of So we'll probably leave that center section. Oh, in weeds for now. We won't plow it and fertilize and lime, all that till the springtime. But I guess we could plant, I mean, could put some oilseed radish in there. And that what else we have to do come springtime is plow that under. That'll give us a fertilized state. I don't know. We could. If we didn't have all this other grass, I would say that would be an easy way to, one, make some money, is you can plant grass, still at least like 1 or 2 cuttings before winter. And then you'll have your fertilized state. Or if you had animals, you get some food for your animals. Oh, we missed that strip. Let's. Oh. Why am I not stopping? And then that way in the springtime, when you go to plow it under, you wanted to put a crop in there, you already have a fertilized state. Or you can just, like, you wouldn't necessarily have to plow under if you had a, a direct drill, you can just drill right over top of the grass. I think this is ready. I think we're, for the most part, we're good. It's be a lot faster. Let's grab our roller. We'll roll that field, and I think that's what we're gonna call this one after we get that rolled. It's funny how it rolls even though you haven't picked it up. That's fun. Hit those. Oh. Hit them all. Come on, rocks. Um, I would miss those. Okay. Huh. It's funny how some rocks just barely touch them and they go away, but others. Interesting. But we're not. I don't understand. Oh, oh. last well, not little, but last section of the field. Right? What's going on, Duke? Retro Farmer, welcome in. This been buff, that's for sure. Rocks. Push all these rocks to the bottom. Well, we do have a rock picker we can buy, but maybe down the line we will. Really, it's not really a challenge. I mean, it is, but it isn't. So we're on, you can really do it on any, do you? Nice. You can do it on any kind of survival map. So right now, this is on Lonely Valley, which is a PC only map. So the only thing that we own right now is this plot of land. Is the only thing that we own. So we started with the plot of land. I replaced the shed that was on it. I didn't like the shed. And then I'll show you the mods that we have. So I added in basically small, like hand tool kind of stuff. The herdsman stick for moving animals. We have the scythe. We have a rake. We have the hand baler. All of these, but this. This is a PC only mod. The hand pushable tool pack. There are some hand tools on the mod hub for console people, but everything is on the mod hub that I'm using other than the hand pushable tool pack. Basically, you have your plot of land, you can keep whatever buildings are on it. Like I said, before I started, I just replaced the shed. I'm trying to limit myself on, like, super strength. Like, so when we cut down trees, I'm cutting the trees up small enough to load in the back of our tuk-tuk. You have some sort of small vehicle to start off with. So we started off with this guy. I started off with the scythe, the rake, and the hand baler. and that truck. That's it. So far we have bought us a chicken pen. We just put down a greenhouse on this episode. And we'll start with no money. So you have to like make your money so you can start paying for stuff kind of right off the bat, you know? So just a pretty simple challenge to see how far you can go just using hand tools. I mean, we do have little goals that we want to hit. I want to hit like the John Deere hanger pack, and maybe start doing like the fertilizing and whatnot with the John Deere hanger down the road. No cheaty mods, nothing like a greenhouse that'll give you a full spawn point in like a day. You know, like nothing like that. This is more of a chill series, kind of survival series, if you will. I mean, that's about it. Thank you for the follow, dude. I appreciate you. And sub, follow. Follows over on Twitch. I do most of my streaming over on Twitch. We have been doing this over here on Fridays. I try to hit, well, I haven't done a very good job of it lately, but I want to try hitting out an episode of this like a week. I know it'll be like cutting trees down and selling trees, or cutting grass and making bales and selling the bales, that kind of stuff. We do have seasons turned on. I didn't have everything else turned on, I believe. Yeah, only thing I don't have on is crop destruction. I'm doing 1 day months, and we're doing this real time. All that stuff's kind of at your own, you know, however you want to play. You want to play at 10x speed and do 2 day months? Hey, go for it. I have been doing this just to kind of speed things up. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just hand tools, a plot of land, some sort of little vehicle, and 0 money. When you get your farm set, start with 0 money. I mean, that's about it. I didn't know, well, I didn't pay attention when I put this shed down, that it's actually like a little storage, like pallet and bale storage. Oh, it is. Absolutely it is. Let's go grab our truck. We'll bring it back over. But like I said, unfortunately, without that, well, not unfortunately, but so we have a field of barley growing now, and then there is only 1 field made, and then we have our canola growing over here. So we're gonna I'll put this away. and we're going to wrap this stream up. Like I said, we're going to be hopping over here soon over on the purple side, and we're going to do some Fallout over there. But yeah, I wanted to come on here, get, like I said, another episode in, get our barley field put in. But yeah, like I said, that's where we're going to wrap this one up. Thank you all so much for hanging out this morning. Appreciate you all. Thank you, Duke, for the sub over here on YouTube. I appreciate you. And look forward. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna try to do better and get an episode of this out during the week. I'm gonna probably shoot for like an hour episode. Oh, there you go. Yeah, awesome. I appreciate it. But thank you all again. I hope you guys, if you're still celebrating Christmas this weekend, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, a safe Christmas, and until the next time, again, stay safe, keep spreading that positivity and that love, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace out. Thank you, Jason.